The second message that I saw, it was a vision. I've seen this vision twice during the course of this month. The first time I saw the vision, I was actually sleeping at home. I was actually in bed, I was sleeping. But the amazing thing is that I was sleeping facing sideways. But in the dream, it was as if I'm facing upwards. And then someone was shouting to me that I should just look what's happening. And then in the dream there, I woke up and walked out of my place, out of our home, out of our house. And then I went like I'm going to a place. The place was like a shopping mall. Like a shopping mall where there are a lot of shops and a lot of, businesses. So when I was at that place, we were queuing to enter that place. And then I saw some people being turned away and other people were being allowed to enter in. So I became very curious. I was just standing in the queue within that dream. As I neared the gate, I saw that these people were carrying barcode reading equipment, which is like these temperature scanners that are currently being used to check the temperature of a person before they allow you to get into certain designated public buildings or public places. So I thought, in my mind, I was just telling myself, this thing is a temperature scan. But then the thing was making noise like a barcode reader when it is reading protons in a shop. They would read from the hand of a person or from somewhere in the head here. Sometimes they would read from the neck, sometimes they would read from the side of the head, where I'm touching here. Not exactly on the forehead, but where I'm touching on the side of the head here. They would be reading. Sometimes they would read from somewhere here near the neck, in the neck area here. They would read and the thing would make a twin kind of noise. It would actually make a beeping sound. Before I arrived there, I actually stood next to the queue. I allowed people to be entering in and others were being turned away when that machine was failing to scan anything in them. I asked them, the people who were scanning people, these people were manning the gate, what is this sort of thing that you are scanning in people? And then one of them asked me that, haven't you heard that people are being banqueted in town? You are no longer allowed to enter public facilities like this shopping mall if you are not banqueted. I said, no longer allowed to enter into even a shopping mall if I'm not banqueted. And then in my mind I was like, but COVID-19 is now under control. So why are they banqueting people? The person who was talking to me, he just told me, this is a requirement. You have to be banqueted, but you choose whether to be banqueted on the hand or to be banqueted somewhere in the head. I said, to be banqueted in the hand. In my mind, I was thinking, how will I access facilities? Whilst I was busy thinking, I looked up in the sky. I saw some people who were carrying clipboards. They were recording. As some people were being turned away, they were recording. As some people were entering, they were recording. And that's where my dream ended. So, I don't know. This is the second vision that I've seen. The first vision that I saw people on their hands. They were emitting an infrared light. I was moving in a seat. I related to the vision in the past, where I saw people emitting infrared. This time around, I was told in the dream that those people had been banqueted. Those are the people who were being allowed to access certain facilities. So, is there any connection between this thing which I'm speaking and the message that I spoke earlier on? I don't know. But we are living in the last days. That is what I know. Let us watch and pray, and let us be vigilant. Let us ask God as Christians whether when this thing comes, for people to receive identification marks or tags, to enable them to access facilities or buildings, whether this thing is our portion. So let us watch and pray.